Operation Epic Fury.
President Donald Trump just drew a line in the sand that hasn't been drawn since World War II. In a stunning declaration that has the entire global establishment in complete shock, our commander-in-chief demanded unconditional surrender from the Iranian regime. No negotiations, no compromises, no endless diplomatic games that got us nowhere for 40 years. As Operation Epic Fury enters day 7 with American forces systematically dismantling Iranian military targets, Trump made it crystal clear. This ends only one way. But here's what the mainstream media will not tell you: what comes after Iran surrenders. So stay right here, and I'm going to tell you exactly why this matters to you and your family, because for decades, every single administration, Republican and Democrat, tried to negotiate with the world's largest state sponsor of terrorism. They sent pallets of cash. They signed worthless deals. And what did Americans get? A nuclear-ambitious Iran funding attacks on our troops, threatening our allies and destabilizing our entire Middle East. Your gas prices affected by Iranian aggression. Your sons and daughters in uniform put in harm's way by Iranian proxies. Your national security compromised by years and years of weakness. But now, under President Trump's decisive leadership, that era is over. Now, it's not just about Iran. It's about sending a message to every hostile regime on the planet. America is back, and we don't negotiate with terrorists. We defeat them. China's watching. Russia's watching. North Korea is watching. And for the first time in decades, they're seeing an American president who means exactly what he says. The implications for global stability and American strength cannot be overstated. And speaking of national security and what it takes to keep America strong, there is a critical story developing right now that directly connects to everything that we are discussing. We're tracking a developing story out of Washington, one the legacy media does not want you to see. As Iran destabilizes the Middle East, the federal government just made a bold move that could reshape America's security posture for generations. And here's the truth. Our nuclear subs, our warheads, our next-gen power grid, our aircraft carriers, all of it depends on uranium. And, well, sadly, we import almost every single pound of it. This is not about energy independence. This is about survival. Because a nation that cannot power its own military does not stay a superpower for long. And that's why smart investors are looking at domestic uranium production. Atomic Minerals, trading as ATMMF in the United States and ATOM in Canada, is positioning themselves at the center of this critical national security resource. When America decides it will no longer depend on foreign adversaries for strategic minerals, companies like Atomic Minerals, they stand at the ready. So make sure you check out the full briefing. It is linked for you down below. It's been prepared exclusively for Next News viewers. Now, let's get back to President Trump's historic ultimatum on Iran. We had some whispers of this early this morning, but now we are getting more details. President Trump taking to the cameras.
Simple words, very simple, unconditional surrender. That means I've had it. Okay, I've had it, I give up, no more. Then we go blow up all the nuclear stuff that's all over the place there.
President Trump. Initial declaration sets the stage, multiple sources confirming it's not rhetoric, it is now official policy. Trump says there will be no deal with Iran except unconditional surrender. He stated that after Iran's surrender and the selection of a great leader, the U.S. and its allies will work tirelessly to bring it back from the brink of destruction.
President Trump says that there will be no deal with Iran except unconditional surrender. He took to Truth Social today to say after Iran's surrender and the selection of a great leader, the U.S. and its allies will work tirelessly to bring it back from the brink of destruction. Well, he went on to exclaim, Iran will be made economically bigger, better, and stronger than ever before and have a great future. The president's post comes as he told NBC News Thursday the administration will go in and clean out everything, adding they don't want someone who will take 10 years to rebuild.
So massive rebuilding already on the schedule. International observers taking notice as the story spreads globally, the world watching America's next move. Trump says there will be no deal except for unconditional surrender. President Trump making it clear, the evidence emerging, backing up these words, and this is what was posted to Rapid Response. We covered this earlier. This is the Truth Social post. There will be no deal with Iran except unconditional surrender after that. In the selection of a great acceptable leader, we and many of our wonderful and very brave allies and partners will work tirelessly to bring Iran back from the brink of destruction. Thank you for your attention to this matter. That is from the official Truth Social. The White House also confirming the news. There will be no deal with Iran except unconditional surrender. The press secretary also clarifying what this actually means operationally, and here's how the administration is defining it.
President Trump means when he says unconditional surrender is when he, as commander-in-chief of the United States military and the leader of the free world, determines that Iran can no longer pose a threat to the United States of America and to our troops and our personnel in the Middle East. That is, again, the ultimate goal of Operation Epic Fury, to annihilate their Navy, to take out their ballistic missile threat, which we have largely done in the course of just 6 days, and then, of course, to ensure they can never obtain a nuclear weapon, to significantly weaken their proxies in the region that have killed and maimed hundreds of Americans throughout the years. We've seen the Houthis and Hezbollah have hardly put up a fight over the past 6 days. So we're already well on our way to achieving the objectives of Operation Epic Fury. And when the president determines that Iran no longer poses that threat, that's when that unconditional surrender will take place. As for the next leader of Iran, the president has said, of course, it's in the best interest of the United States to have a leader that is no longer chanting death to America, that is no longer conspiring behind our backs and lying to the American people and to our government about proliferating a nuclear weapon, which Iran has been doing for decades. It's unacceptable to the president. That's why he decided to launch this operation, and that's his goal, and it will continue to be moving forward.
The press secretary on the grounds of the White House, military action already underway to back up the demands. Operation Epic Fury shows Trump means business. Now, I just want to make a point because this is what makes it even more significant. Well, the talking heads on cable news are completely missing. President Trump didn't just demand surrender. He offered Iran something remarkable. He offered them a future. He said, make Iran great again. Think about that. He's telling the Iranian people, not the mullahs, not the regime, but the people, that America is not their enemy. Their oppressive government is. After regime change, Trump promised the United States and our allies would build Iran bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. Yeah, Trump's going to build back better Iran, something that Joe Biden couldn't even do for this nation. U.S. Central Command also releasing video of airstrikes against Iranian targets as Operation Epic Fury enters the 7th day. These are attacks that occurred on Friday. Just today, some new video just dropping. U.S. forces striking multiple targets inside Iran. Declassified video from CENTCOM, March 6, 2026. So as the policy crystallizes, supporters are already branding Trump's approach with a new nickname. Oh, and look at this picture. This looks so familiar. Unconditional surrender Trump. And what's beautiful about this is that I actually generated this image, and President Trump shared it on Truth Social. The White House posted this very image that was posted to our X account. If you're not following us on X, you need to do that. But it's always wonderful to see this picture show up once again and make the rounds. So this is what real American leadership looks like, folks. Okay, President Trump isn't playing the same tired games of endless summits and worthless agreements and strategic patience that accomplishes nothing. He's applying the exact same doctrine that won World War II, complete and total victory. The Iranian regime has a choice: surrender unconditionally or face the complete destruction of their military capabilities. There is no door number 3. And here's the truth the establishment doesn't want you to understand. This approach works. It worked against Imperial Japan, it worked against Nazi Germany, and the Iranian people who have suffered under this brutal theocracy for 47 years deserve the same liberation. President Trump is offering them freedom and prosperity. That's not warmongering. You know what that's called? It's called leadership. So here's my question for you today. Do you support President Trump's demand for unconditional surrender from Iran? Yes or no? Drop your answer in the comments right now. I want to see thousands of responses on this one. And while you're at it, share this video with every patriot that you know. And if you haven't done so yet, make sure you sign up for our exclusive SMS list. You can see the number. We put it on every show. Text raw feed to 844-840-4963. You'll get exclusive text messages directly from the Next News Network, so you don't have to worry about missing a notification. You see, the mainstream media is going to twist this story 6 ways from Sunday. So it's up to us to spread the truth about what is really happening. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you never miss a single report. Check out the Next News merch shop. It's linked below this video, the beautiful shelf. Pick out something, wear it proudly. We are living through historic times, folks. An American president finally stepping up to the world's leading terrorist regime without apology, without weakness, and without backing down. This is the America First doctrine in action. I'm Gary Franchi. Stay informed and stay free.
The system controls information. Information control is power. They don't want you to see this. The truth only survives together. They don't want this shared. Share this now.